So I've got Instagram over here and Facebook right here. So let's get started. Okay. I was planning on coming on about 5 minutes before to let you know what you needed. I'm going to do it anyway, although it is time to start. Little network creativity connection thing happening. So, hello. All right. Today we are doing a 3-segmented, I'm going to call it journaling, meditation through expression and contemplation, and Kundalini yoga. Okay, so you might need a piece of paper or pen. If you journal, I suggest getting a journal, but if you don't want to go out right now, then just using a piece of paper and like keeping that all together is super important to get what is inside of here outside of you, so you can see it. It makes it much more realistic, and it's easier to handle. It's more manageable if you do that. So the structure is going to be 5 minutes of journaling and intention setting, 15 minutes of Kundalini yoga. We're going to use a mantra here to tune in and tune out. I will tell you what it means, and you don't have to know the mantra. Just being here, having the intention, doing the exercise will just create that energy, and that's all you really need, okay? As always, you can always DM me, and I can send you the mantras, send you what they mean, that kind of thing beforehand. You can look it up on YouTube. I mean, super free access to everything. Okay, and in the next 40 minutes, we're going to be doing an expressive drawing meditation provided by the Center for Mind-Body Medicine, and I can always email you the how-to afterwards, and always beforehand as well. Okay. With that being said, you need 3 pieces of paper. So the paper looks like this, like a regular sheet of paper, okay, per person. If you have other people doing the expressive drawing with you, then make sure y'all all have 3 pieces of paper. I have some colored pencils, markers, and crowns that I'm going to be using. You can use a pen if that's all you have. Maybe get some colors later, even if you're an adult. Yes, these are very important to be doing for yourself. Maybe a space where you won't be disturbed. Put a sign up, tell the people in your family, hey, I need some self-care time so I can, care for you. I call it self-fullness from Nicola Van Dyke, book Becoming Love. Self-full, all right? Optional yoga mat, blocked chair, blanket, towel, pillow, source of soft music, no words, and an instant burning or diffuser. I have an instant burning right there, and it smells really lovely. I really like that. The video is always available on my website, kpholisticselfhealing.com, under the video section of my Facebooks, personal and business, and they'll be put on the timelines of Kendra Pennington, me, and Roaming Yoga, and they're also on YouTube, but I didn't put that on this, so I didn't say it beforehand. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get started. Let's find a seat that feels really comfy. Today I'm sitting on a meditation cushion that Roman Yoga had in here, and it's really nice and comfortable. I don't have my mat or blanket. I want to show you that you can do this just in your own home if you have a rug, that kind of thing. You have a way to prop yourself up against a wall. If your back starts hurting, then go ahead and do that. You might want to be sitting in a chair. We just always want to make sure that our spine is straight, okay? So let's just find an easy seat, easy pose. Legs can be out. They can be one or another. You can use a towel, a blanket, a pillow underneath your legs if you need any support. I'm going to start by reading a quote from Fred Rogers. I loved watching Mr. Rogers growing up. Made me very happy. So, starts out. Anything that's human is mentionable, and anything that is mentionable can be more manageable. When we can talk about our feelings, they become less overwhelming, less upsetting, and less scary. The people we trust with that important talk can let us know we are not alone. Yep. It's a good movie too. I should watch that movie with Tom Hanks. Really like that movie. All right. So closing the eyes, or have a soft gaze through the bottom of the eyes. Find your comfortable seat. Taking the shoulders, pushing them up to the ears, gently letting them fall back. And push the shoulder blades down the back. So if you're going to tuck them into your back pockets. We're just brightening the heart space here. Let the hands rest on the thighs or the knees. The arms are heavy, soft. Allow the chin to tuck in just a little bit. And as you inhale through the nose, we exhale through the mouth and create a sigh or an ah, any kind of sound. We're going to do this 3 times. Inhale. Now, as you inhale through the nose, quietly exhale through the mouth. Matching inhale and exhales. Make the breath where you can hardly hear it. Let it be natural. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You become more centered, more grounded into your sit bones, legs, and feet. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Naturally, steady. Bring the hands to the belly. And as you inhale, notice the hands rising. And as you exhale, notice the hands falling. Inhale, hands rising. Exhale, hands falling. This is part of a 3-part breath. Grounding, centering, bringing awareness into our body. Keep focusing on the hands as they rise and fall with the breath. Slide the hands up. Spread the fingers to where you feel the rib cage. And as you inhale, notice the ribs expanding, the lungs expanding, the hands rising. And as you exhale, notice everything fall. Slow and steady breath. If your mind starts to wander away from this moment, come back to your breath. Slide your hands up to your chest. Feel the warmth of the hands. And as you inhale, again, notice the rise. And as you exhale, notice the fall of the hands. Now bring both hands to your heart space in prayer. Feel the palms, finger knuckles, fingertips gently pressed together. And we can repeat this affirmation together. I am safe and loved. All I need is within me. I am attracting the best people, places, things, and experiences. And gently open your eyes and let's come to our journal prompt. Remember, let's say it together. First thought, best thought. First thought, best thought. Let the intuition just come out. It's your journal. No one else reads it, okay? They shouldn't, unless you let them. Okay, so I always like to put a date because I go back to these spaces. It's the 22nd, okay? And we're gonna write down how we're feeling right now. You can write down how you felt at the beginning and how you feel now. And a feeling is, I'm overwhelmed, I'm anxious, I'm sad, I'm fearful, I'm angry, I'm stressed out, I'm happy, I'm at peace, I feel fiery. We did enter Aries. Okay, anything you'd like to put, go ahead and put it down. I'm gonna come up real close to the camera. Something popped up and I can't see myself. I hope this doesn't turn it off. No, go away. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, this is a nice meditation cushion. All right, so you can stay with me and do a Kundalini meditation, or you can sign off. And again, these are free, donation-based kind of thing, whatever you can afford. Seeing as all of us are doing things online now, this is just, it's kind of nice though, kind of fun, isn't it? So always have water next to you, especially because we're going to be doing some breath of fire. Remember, it only takes about 2 minutes to bring yourself back to center, bring yourself back into awareness, back into the present moment. So you might only need that breathing part and journaling part at the beginning, and then you're good. Yes, deepening the meditation to 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, that kind of thing is super helpful. But remember, you only need 2 minutes to just shift your energy, and your energy creates your reality. So we know emotions create energy, and if energy creates your reality, then you need to be in control of your emotions, right? Okay, so Kundalini. I love Kundalini yoga. It's great for your central nervous system and glandular system. We're going to tune in with Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. That means I bow to the creative wisdom. I bow to the divine teacher within. I have been taught to do the Mangala Charan mantra for protection just after that, so I like it. Also, it's really great for our throat chakra and the thyroid and that kind of thing. So it's Adgude Name, Jugad Gude Name, Sat Gude Name, Sri Gude Ve Name. It means I bow to the primal wisdom, I bow to the wisdom through the ages, I bow to the true wisdom, I bow to the great unseen wisdom. Okie dokie artichokes, remember you don't have to know this, just listening and being in this energy is enough. So we want to find a nice, easy seat for ourselves. And while we go over breath of fire, so go ahead and roll out your joints if you haven't. Take your legs out, make them come up and down, open and close your toes, point and flex with your feet and hands. Maybe give your neck a little full moon circle. Just mind the gap at the back of the neck. Maybe little half moon circles, chin to chest, ear to shoulder, that kind of thing, okay? So breath of fire, if you're on your first 3 days of your moon cycle, which means your period, or you're pregnant, don't do breath of fire. It is amazing to detoxify the body, and all of the Kriya sets today basically have breath of fire. If you get bored of breath of fire or you just can't do it anymore, just long, deep breathing. Long, deep breathing down to this belly button right here. We tuned in with that at the very beginning, basically, so we just know where that's at. Okay. So breath of fire, let's go ahead and go over that together. So we're bringing our belly button to our spine in a pulsing action that is making the air come out of the lungs, and without any effort at all, the air will re-enter the lungs because we're pushing it out, right? So the mouth is closed, it's in and out of the nose. So it's okay, we can practice together. If it makes it easier, you can place your hands on your belly so you can feel it. Okay, I'm not pushing, that's just me pulling my belly button to my spine. Sorry, that incense getting a little bit too much. Okay, so you can also, if that's hard for you, you can inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, and pump the belly button. Sometimes that's a little easier to kind of understand what's going on, okay? So I'm gonna inhale and exhale through my nose. Okay, so you don't have to go rapidly. You can go at your own pace. And remember, if it gets to be too much, just long, deep breathing. Kriyas are time sets. I'm timing it for you. Okie dokie. Okay. And the last thing is do what serves your body. So when we bring awareness into our practice today, we're bringing consciousness of what's serving our body in the highest and best way. And that's just bringing more awareness to what's going on within. It just helps us in our everyday life. Okie dokie. All right, so find your easy seat, ground into your sit bones, eyes closed, or have a soft gaze through the bottom of the eyes. Take a deep inhale, push through the top of the head as if there's a string from the bottom of your tailbone all the way to the top of the head so the spine is straight but not rigid. Gently allow the chin to tuck in slightly and roll the shoulders up, down, and back, brightening the heart space. Bring the hands to the heart space and begin to briskly rub the palms together. This balances the left and right hemispheres of the body. Now create a lot of heat here, lots of heat. Rub, 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 rub. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands into prayer mudra in front of your heart space. Press your thumb knuckles into the sternum. The sternum is the bony part that holds the rib cage together. Now, each mantra that I just discussed is done 3 times. We start with a deep inhale. Inhale to begin. Hang Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Hang Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Hang Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath. Pull the pelvic floor up into the pelvis. Pull the belly button back and up. Release. Exhale. Keep the eyes closed. We're going to the second tune in, starting with an inhale. Hangre Name Jugangre Name Satgure Name Sari Gure Ve Name Hangre Name Jugangre Name Satgure Name Sari Gure Ve Name Hangre Name Jugangre Name Satgure Name Sari Gure Ve Name. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath. Pull in, pull up. And exhale. So whenever I say pull in, pull up, you pull the pelvic floor up into the pelvis, belly button back and up. Your tongue comes through the roof of the mouth, And you focus here at your third eye in between the eyebrows. Okay, that's what I mean whenever I say what I'm going to say after the Kriyas, okay? So let's do 1 minute of cat-cow. So cat-cow is coming to all fours, pad under your wrist or knees if you need to. Knees under the hips, toes are tucked to activate the pituitary gland. It's also a great stretch for your feet. Fingers are spread really wide, wrist under shoulders. I'm going to roll my shoulders up, down, and back. And so a cat-cow, as you inhale, your head is up, your pelvis is back, your belly drops down. As you exhale, your back arches, chin comes in, pelvis comes in. Okay, so this is done breathing in and out of the nose, eyes are closed, and it's as fast as possible. Remember, you don't have to go that fast. Okay, I'm going to go a little faster just because I have been doing this a while, and we're only going to be doing it for a minute. All right, and begin. This is getting energy up and down the spine from the bottom part of the chakras, your energy channels, all the way up to the frontal cortex, the top of the head, the front of the forehead and your brain. Keep breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. We're opening energy in the hips. Just warming the body up from the inside out by breathing in and out of the nose. This naturally heats the body up, allowing us to have a lot of detoxification starting within the body. You've got 4 seconds. Okay, inhale, head up, belly drops down, hold the breath, pull in, pull up, tongue at the roof of the mouth, focus at the third eye, eyes are closed. Exhale, straight spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, push all the air out, hold the air out, arc the spine. Pull in, pull up. Inhale back to your center space. Now we're going to lie in a nice stretched pose. We're only here for 1 minute, and we're doing this with breath of fire. Okay, if you have neck issues, you can have the head down. All right, so the arms are down beside the body. It's important they're facing the body. Okay, our legs are up, pointing the toes. It's important we point the toes. And they're about 6 inches off the ground, and I'm looking at my big toes. It's important you look at your big toes. If you start to get tired, you can lower both legs, one leg, and then alternate. You can lower the head down and then bring the head back up. Now, this is with long, deep breathing or breath of fire, which is what we just learned. And begin. This is setting our navel point, which is really important. If our navel point isn't set, if it's not working correctly as far as energy goes or our gut biome, then we're not really having a good digestion of physical things, but also emotions. We're about 30 seconds in. Keep going, keep looking at the toes. You can drop and then come back up. Keep the arms facing the body. You've got 10 seconds. Keep going. I'm doing long, deep breathing because I'm on my moon cycle first 3 days, so I would be doing breath of fire if not. Okay, lay flat. Bring the knees into the chest. Okay, again, if you have neck issues, you can leave the head down. Now squeeze those legs into the chest. Pull the forehead to the knees. Breath of fire. Go. Belly button pumping to the spine, or long, deep breathing.
This is combining prana with apana. Prana and apana, the life force coming in, the energy you're breathing in, and the life force coming out. We cannot receive unless we release. We're in Aries right now. It's really fiery, but breath of fire is bringing a lot of heat into the body. We're able to burn through things. So if you start feeling emotions, let them come, let them go, and keep going. We've got 15 seconds. Remember, if you can't hold your shins, hold your knees, hold behind your thighs. And take an inhale. Hold, squeeze. Exhale, release, lay flat.
Move around, stretch it out. Okay, so you're laying flat. We're gonna make sure you have something under your spine for this. We're gonna rock and roll for 1 minute. We're distributing that pranic energy and relaxing the spine. So hold behind the thighs, or you can hold the shins or knees and begin rocking and rolling. Top of the spine to the bottom of the spine. Just deep, long breathing. Keep going. Remember, these kriyas aren't very long. If you can do a Kundalini kriya, then you can get through anything in life. And that's kind of my mantra. Keep breathing, keep rocking. You've got 15 seconds. All right, so as you're rocking, go ahead and rock and sit up. Sit in an easy pose position. I'm not going to sit on this anymore because I find that these are easier to do if I'm not sitting on something. Okay, so find whatever easy pose position works for you. So we're going to do ego eradicator because Aries brings up a lot of fire, a lot of passion and desire, but it also brings up a lot of ego. But we have to remember, we're for the people, by the people. We are doing what is good for all involved, looking at all perspectives. It means go after what you want to go after, but take a breath beforehand. All right, so this is a really good one. I'm going to bring the arms up to 60 degrees. Angles are really important in Kundalini yoga. Make a fist, thumbs are pointing up. See that? Okay. All right, keep the chin tucked in, eyes closed, and begin breath of fire. Eyes are closed, focusing at the third eye in between the eyebrows, tongue at the roof of the mouth, push the tongue to the back of the top teeth. Remember, long, deep breathing if you're on the first 3 days of your moon cycle or you're pregnant. Or if breath of fire just gets to be too much. And keep those shoulders down. We still want to remain relaxed in the shoulders. Keep going. Nice straight spine. Push through the sit bones. Push through the top of the head. Keep breath of fire going. Belly button to spine. Keep the arms at 60 degrees. Keep the thumbs pushing up. Keep the hands and fists. You've got less than a minute. You've got 20 seconds. Keep going. You can do this. It's only 2 minutes. You can do anything for 2 minutes. Remember, if the arms get tired, try not to drop the arms below the heart. Now, with the eyes staying closed, take a deep inhale. Draw the thumb tips to touch just above the head. Hold the breath. Pull in, pull up. Now, don't exhale yet. I'm going to explain. As we exhale, you're going to collect all of the negativity, all the darkness, all the sickness from your body, from your aura. Spread your fingers. Exhale. Push down, away from the body, down, down, down. Make a little tent with your hands. Push into the earth. Push all of that into Mother Earth. Push it into Gaia. You're releasing it. You don't want it anymore. It isn't serving you. Now take a deep inhale, and as you inhale, imagine drawing in golden light, green light, white light through your fingertips, through the earth, up into your arms, up into your body, into your heart space. And just breathe. Set with it. Feel the light around you. Meditate on that light. Breathe. Imagine the light all around your body. You are brave. You are strong. You are courageous. You are steady. Now we tune out. Bring the hands to heart space, briskly rubbing the palms together. Brisk, brisk, brisk. Make a lot of heat, a lot of heat, a lot of heat. This balance is feminine, masculine energy. Keep rubbing. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands into your heart space. Prayer mudra and Jali mudra. Press thumb knuckles into the sternum. Breathe. And if your spine isn't straight, make it straight. Brighten the heart space. Chin tucks in slightly. I'm going to explain the tune out. We're going to tune out with May the Long Time Sun. This is what I have in my book, so it sounds a little different than other peeps. We're only going to do that once. If you know it, just chime along. If you don't, just listen. Then we're going to have Sat Nam. 3 Sat Nams. Sat is long, Nam is short. Sat Nam means truth. Inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And the pure light within you guide you on your way. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. May the peace of your practice go back into the world with you. Bring the thumb knuckles to the third eye and between the eyebrows. We bow to ourselves and all in one another as we say namaste. Namaste. Okay, so that was the Kundalini segment. If you want to stay for the drawing segment, you can. If not, again, they're up, they're free, donation-based, that kind of thing. So you can always come back to it. So this is a really beautiful contemplative meditation. It's a really good thing to do after you've sat and you've breathed. So you can do the first portion, the journaling portion, the breathing portion I did at the very beginning, and then do this. You can do a Kundalini segment and then do this. You can just do this because you want to do it. Okay, it's important to also journal after that. So if you felt anything during that Kundalini session, write it down. If you felt like punching someone in the face, or if you just started bawling and crying, write it down. It's a release of energy, and it's important for you to have in your documentation. Okay, okie dokie. If you want to know more about Kundalini, you can go to the 3HO website. I really like that website. I have these cool books from Guru Ratana. Anyway, just thought you should know that. Okay, so go ahead and get people if you want them to do the drawing meditation with you. So it is important that we do this in silence, with light music, no words. Maybe if you have words, then words you don't understand, or just nice and calming. So we want to remember first thought, best thought, okay? I'm gonna get a drink of water because I'm thirsty. Okay. So if y'all don't know what the Center for Mind-Body Medicine is, it is with Dr. James Gordon, and I have the book, The Transformation, and I love that book. Amazing, amazing book, and I'm going to get certified one day in it, all of the Center for Mind-Body Medicine stuff. So anyway, this is a really great way to get what is inside of you out. So the rules are, if you're doing this with other people, please try your best to be in quiet time. When we are looking at our drawings, we are inquiring within. If you do decide to do this with people or share with people, just all remember it's a really safe space. And this is created with confidentiality. You're not going to go run and tell people about what, oh, look at what so-and-so wrote. Look what's going on inside of them, that they're, bearing their heart and soul, and I'm going to go tell everybody. So it's really important to have a safe space in order to share. And if you don't want to share, you don't have to. Remember that. There's no have to in this, okay? This is for you. Let's see. Oh, at the end, we're going to look at the drawings, and I'm going to ask some questions, and you can write on the back of this. Maybe you have your journal or a piece of paper, and we want to make sure that if we are sharing with other people, we're not analyzing, we're not interrupting them, we're not interpreting what they're saying about their reality, because it's their reality, and it's not your job to change the way that they view their reality, or to force your opinion on them, or what they think is what you think is right. Like, it's nice to hold space for somebody and just sit with what they're feeling, because they're human, just like you're human, and that's important. Okay, we want to remember that. Okay, so I know I said quiet time, but I gotta tell you what to do. So write your name on all 3 sheets of paper and the date. It's the 22nd. It's important to do this because I have a folder I keep all of my Center for Mind-Body Medicine stuff in. I like to go back and look at it. Now, the third drawing we're going to do, I always put up where I can see it, because that's the drawing that tells me a lot about the hope that I have for myself. Okay, so remember, we may feel self-conscious. We may have had belittling remarks whenever we were younger. We may not be artists. We may have stick figures or blobs. Me. Okay, but these are for you, and anyone can draw something, okay? And let this be authentic, surprising, revealing. Just let your hand take the lead. Remember, first thought, best thought. Okay, so first drawing, you're going to label it myself. So when I'm doing this, I just pick whatever color my hand goes to. I don't interpret or anything, because I'm only giving us 3 minutes for each section, okay? You don't feel rushed, but don't sit there and analyze, okay? Just keep going, keep going, keep going. And this is a beautiful way to laugh at your self-consciousness, okay? So label it myself. You're going to just draw yourself, whatever that means to you, and go. You've got less than a minute. You got 15 seconds. No rush though. Okay, let's go ahead and set that drawing aside. We'll go over them later, okay? Okay, so for this next one, we're going to do me with my biggest problem. So let's just label it first. Turn that down. I don't know if y'all can even hear the music, but I can. It's like super loud. Okay, me with my biggest problem. Go ahead and label it. Okay, so disclaimer, this might be painful. This might make you cry. This might make you angry. This might make you feel self-conscious, because what if your biggest problem is something that you're not supposed to have a problem with, like your children, your husband, your spouse, your partner, that kind of thing. Okay, so the thing is though, is this is not for you to judge yourself. This is so you can heal yourself, so you know how to be aware of your feelings, not hold them inside, and bring them outside of you. All right, so we can heal these things. But putting it on paper removes it from the confused, troubled mass that's just overwhelming you, because it just stays like this inside your body. So it's really good to identify with it, even if it makes us, you know, feel a lot of pain. It's useful. Okay, so without further ado, begin. Okay, so we've got a little more than 30 seconds left. Okay, so go ahead and stop. Now we're going to go to our third drawing. Okay, so the third drawing is me with my biggest problem solved. Just made this huge pile of markers here. Can't see. Okay, me with my biggest problem solved. Okay, so this doesn't have to be a list. This isn't about listing a possibility. This is about you letting your imagine come up with its own answer. Okay, allowing your intuition to guide you to the colors, to move your hand, just like we've been doing. Okay, so even if it doesn't make sense to your brain right now, it might make sense tomorrow or later today. Okay, so start. So my live video ended on Instagram, so I'm just restarting something. So we're going to go through the end of the drawings. We've got 30 seconds left on this one. We'll go through the end of them on Instagram right now. And then my other drawings are on, or all of this is on all the other resources I've already talked about. Okay? So sorry, go ahead. Keep drawing, keep writing. Okie dokie artichokes, let's finish up. Right. So let's take time to look. And it's important after this, if you do this on your own, which you should, because there's no reason not to, because it's easy. Always take time to look, okay? I have this how-to of this. I can email it to you. If you want it, you just have to DM me and stuff like that. It's in the book, The Transformation. But anyway, so let's go ahead and look at the first one. What do you see on the page? Maybe this is you talking to yourself or just inward. And this is different because I'm going to show you mine. This is me. This is what I drew. Okay. I'm going to interpret it for myself. You interpret yours for yourself. I'm going to keep talking, though, as you're interpreting. Okay. So notice the forms, the colors, the relative size and position of the figures in your drawing. What's the mood of your drawing? Okay. Are you surprised at the first picture, the way you drew yourself? Are you small or are you big? Are you without feet or missing a head? Are you smiling or are you sad? Are you alone or are you with others? Does this drawing have to tell you, what does it tell you about the way you see yourself? What's missing in the picture of yourself? Have you neglected to include aspects of your character? Perhaps admirable qualities? Okay, I'll give you a minute to finish that up. Remember, anything you feel, anything you see in the picture that is astonishing to you, that kind of thing, just write it down. You don't have to just answer the question. Write down what you see. Okay, so let's move on to number 2. Me with my biggest problem. Let's take a minute to look at it. I'll show you mine. Notice the forms, the colors, the relative size and position of the figures. What's the mood of this drawing? Okay. What about the problem that emerged in the second drawing? What is your problem that emerged in the second drawing? Is it a painful portrait of a loss? Is it predictable acknowledgement of the limitations and constraint? So do you have like a clock, prison bars, stacks of unread assignments, that kind of thing? Were you aware of this beforehand? just seeing it on the page, does it help you understand how to deal with it? I'll give you a minute to finish that up. For those of you who are watching, I'm finishing my coffee. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the last drawing. Now, me with my biggest problem solved. Remember, this is just intuitively guiding. So this is what I drew. I'm going to interpret it just like you are right now. Okay, see what we've got. What do you see on the page? Notice the forms, colors, relative size, and position of the figures. What's the mood? Okay. What do you think about your third drawing? What do you think about your solution that your intuition came up with? Is there a intelligence or wisdom within this? Does it point you in a new direction? Is it practical? Is it like reaching out to a friend to overcome loneliness? Remember, you can still do that now, even if you don't want to leave your house. You can call them on FaceTime. You can call them on the phone. You can text them. You can Zoom them. You can Skype them. Those are all free options because it's just one friend. Maybe it's relieving stress by working out. So maybe you want to work out in your home, in your backyard, in your front yard, maybe at a park where there's not a lot of people right now. Maybe later, after this whole thing's over, maybe it's going to the gym, doing something like that. It's really nice to get energy moving in the body. It helps you to feel better about your body. There's a ton of free stuff, donation-based stuff going on right now. As always, though, there's always stuff going on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. There's a lot of free donation-based things you can always do. Maybe it's sharing shame and feeling it loosen its grip. We tend to have shame and guilt just thrown on us by society for being a human being. And I just wave at that train as it goes by. I'm like, bye. Because I'm not jumping on the shame train, okay? Like, I'm a human. And I want to be a human. I don't want to act like, I'm okay when I'm not okay. So I've done things that I don't like. I've done things that I have to forgive myself for. Maybe that's what this is about. Maybe that's what your drawing's about. That's okay. Okay. Maybe it's confronting what you've been avoiding. Again, it's okay to be okay, and it's okay to not be okay, because you're human. And that's from Jerry Colonna. What have you been avoiding that's very painful, that needs to be healed, so you can move on and you can grow in a really healthy way, because change is inevitable. The earth is always changing. You're always changing. So yeah. Maybe it's a new commitment to living in a caring way. Are there action steps to be taken within this third drawing? Can you take action? Of course you can. Are you willing to take action? Are you willing to make a new commitment to live your truth, your authenticity, to discover who you truly are? This tells you a lot. So put it up where you can see it every day and just look at it. You'll see something different one day to the next. Sometimes I do. And I put it up, I leave it up, and when I'm ready to take it down, I take it down, I put it in my folder, and that's that. And I'll do it if I feel anxious, or if I feel agitated, or if I feel like I have something that I don't know how to deal with it, or I'm overwhelmed, or I just do a drawing. And it's super simple, it's super fast, it's super easy. It's helpful because it's encouragement from the inside of you, because you know you are your own creator of your reality. The answers are within inside of you. Okay. So that is the end of this whole thing. I'm 4 minutes over, but I also explain a lot. So remember, you can do the first part, the second part, the third part of my video. It's donation-based if you can afford it. And I encourage you to support other people in the community, to love yourself, to heal yourself, and to just really look in the mirror and just be at peace with that person that you see. Okay, so I guess that's it. Yes. I wanted to read one more quote. You are not alone in your fear, your shame, or feeling unmoored loss. We are here for a radical self-inquiry, because that is the path of authenticity, and that path leads to resiliency. Jerry Colonna. There's a great book called Reboot. You should read it. Okay, bye.